pestilent gall to me.
Sarah, I'll teach thee a speech.
Do.
Mark it, nuncle, have more than thou showest. Speak less than thou knowest. Lend less than thou owest. Ride more than thou goest. Learn more than thou throwest. Set less than thou throwest. Leave thy drink and thy hoard, and keep in a door, and thou shalt have more than 2 tens to a score.
This is nothing, fool.
Then 'tis like the breath of an unfeed lawyer. You gave me nothing for it. Can you make no use of nothing, nuncle?
Why, no, boy, nothing can be made out of nothing. Cordelia.
Nuncle,
I was just remembering.
Prithee, tell him, so much the rent of his land comes to, he will not believe a fool.
A bitter fool.
Dost thou know the difference, my boy, between a bitter fool and a sweet fool?
No. Lad, teach me.
That Lord that counsel thee to give away thy land, come, place him here by me, do thou for him stand. The sweet and bitter fool presently appear.
Dost thou call me a fool, boy?
All thy other titles thou hast given away that thou wast born with.
This is not altogether fool, my lord.
No, faith, lords and great men will not let me. Give me an egg, nuncle, and I will give thee 2 crowns.
What 2 crowns shall they be?
Why, after I have cut the egg in the middle and eat up the meat, the 2 crowns of the egg.
When were you wont to be so full of poetry, Sirrah?
I have used it ever since thou madest thy daughters, thy mothers.
And you lie, Sirrah, we'll have you whipped.
Here comes one of the pairings.
How now, daughter? What makes that front adorn? Thinks you are too much of late in the frown.
Thou wast a pretty fellow when thou hadst no need to care for her frowning. Now thou art an O without a figure. That's a sheathed peace card.
Not only, sir, this your all-licensed fool, but other of your insolent retinue do hourly carp and quarrel. Sir, I had thought by making this well known unto you to have found safe redress, but now grow fearful by what yourself too late have spoken done.
Are you our daughter?
Come, sir, I would you would make use of that good wisdom, whereof I know you are fraught, and put away these dispositions that of late transform you from what you rightly are.
May not an ass know when the cart was the horse?
Doth any here know me? This is not Lear. Doth Lear walk thus, speak thus? Where are his eyes? Either his notion weakens, his discernings are lethargic. Waking. 'Tis not so. Who is it that can tell me who I am?
Lear's shadow.
I would learn that. For by the marks of sovereignty, knowledge, and reason, I should be false persuaded I had daughters.
Which they will make an obedient father.
Your name, fair gentlewoman?
This admiration, sir, is much of the savor of other new pranks. I do beseech you to understand my purposes aright.
Darkness and devils! Saddle my horses, call my train together. Degenerate bastard, I'll not trouble thee, yet have I left a daughter.
You strike my people, and your disordered rabble make servants of their betters.
Oh, that too late, repent. Oh, sir, are you come? Is it your will? Speak, sir. Prepare my horses in gratitude, thou marble-hearted fiend, more hideous when thou showest the inner child than a sea-born.
Pray, sir, be patient.
Detested kite, thou liest. My train are men of choice of rarest parts, that all particulars of duty know. Oh, small fault. How ugly didst thou in Cordelia show. Oh, Lear, 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 beat at this gate, and let thy folly in, and thy dear judgment out. Go, go, my people.
My lord, I am guiltless as I am ignorant of what hath moved you.
If she must teem, create her child of spleen, that it may live and be a thought disnatured torment to her, that she may feel how sharper than a serpent's tooth it is to have a thankless child. Away, away.
Gods that we adore, whereof comes this?
Never afflict yourself to know the cause, but let his dispositions have that scope that dotage gives it.
What? 50 of my followers at a clap within a fortnight?
What's the matter, sir?
I'll tell thee. Life and death. Untended woundings of a father's curse pierce every sense about thee. Yet is come to this. Thou shalt find that I resume the shape which thou dost think that I have cast off forever. Thou shalt, I warn thee. Go you before to Gloucester with these letters. Acquaint my daughters no further with anything you know and comes from the demand out of the letter. If your diligence be not speedy, I shall be there for you.
I shall not sleep, my lord, till I have delivered your letter.
The Duke be here tonight. The better. The best. This leads itself perforce into my business. My father had set guard to take my brother, and I have one thing of a queasy question which I must act. Briefness and fortune work. Brother! Brother! Descend, brother! A word. Oh, sir, fly this place. Intelligence is given where you are hid. Have you not spoken against the Duke of Cornwall and Regan with him? I hear my father coming. In cunning I must draw my gun. Draw! Draw! Seem to defend yourself. Come before the light. Father! Torches. Fly, brother. Fly, fly!
I'm sure not a word.
Some blood drawn on me would beget opinion. I've seen drunkards do more than this in sport in my more fierce endeavors. Father! Father! Help!
Now, Edmund, where's the villain?
Fled this way, sir. When by no means...
Pursue him or go after. When by no means what?
By no means he could persuade me to the murder of your lordship. Spoke with how manifold and strong a child has a bond to the father. Seeing full how loathly opposite I stood against his fell purpose, took out his knife and lanced mine arm. Suddenly he fled.
Let him fly far. Not in this land shall he remain uncaught. The Duke, my master, comes tonight. By his authority I will proclaim it that he which finds him shall deserve our thanks, and he that conceals him, death.
When I dissuaded him from his intent and found him bite to do it with gas speech, I threatened to discover him. He replied, "Thou unpossessing bastard, dost thou think that if I were to stand against thee with the reposal of any trust, virtue, or worth in thee, make thy words fate?"
A strong and fastened villain. Would he deny his letter? I never got him. Hark! Ah, the Duke's trumpets. I know not why he comes.
How now, my noble friend? Since I came hither, which I can call but now, I have heard strange news.
If it be true, all vengeance comes too short, which can pursue the offender. How dost, my lord?
Oh, madam, my old heart is cracked. It's cracked.
What? Did my father's godson seek your life? He whom my father named?
Lady, shame would have it hid.
Was he not companion with the righteous knights that tend upon my father?
I know not, madam.
Yes, madam. He was of that consort.
No marvel, then, though he were ill-affected, 'tis they put him on the old man's death. If they come to sojourn at my house, I'll not be there.
Nor I, assure thee, Regan. Edmund, I hear that you have shown your father a childlike office. It was my duty. Yeah.
He did bewray his practice and received this hurt, you see, striving to apprehend him.
Is he pursued?
Aye, my lord.
If he be taken, you shall never more be feared of doing harm. Make your own purpose, as in my strength you please. I shall serve you, sir.
For him I thank your grace.
You know not why we came to visit you.
Thus, out of season, threading dark-eyed night, occasions, noble Gloucester, of some poise, wherein we must have use of your advice. Our father he hath writ, so hath our sister, of differences which I least thought it fit to answer from our home. Our good old friend, bestow your needful counsel to our business, which craves the instant use.
I serve you, madam. Your graces are right welcome.
Good dawning to thee, friend. Out of this house,
Aye,
where may we set our horses?
in the mire.
Prithee, if thou lovest me, tell me.
I love thee not.
Well, then I care not for thee.
If I had thee in lips very pinfold, I would make thee care for me.
Why dost thou use me thus? I know thee not.
Fellow, I know thee,
What dost thou know me for?
a knave, a rascal, an eater of broken meats, a base, proud, shallow, beggarly, three-suited, 100-pound, filthy, worsted-stocking knave, one whom I'll beat into clamorous whining if thou deniest the least syllable of thy addition.
Why, what a monstrous fellow art thou, thus to rail on one that is neither known of thee nor knows thee.
What a brazen-faced warlord art thou! Draw, you rogue! Draw your horse and cunningly bowmonger! Draw!
Away, I have nothing to do
Draw,
with
you
thee.
rascal!
Help,
Away!
help!
What's the matter?
Ye, goodman boy, and you please, flesh ye. Come on, young master.
Weapons? Arms? What's the matter here?
Keep peace upon your lives. He dies that strikes again. What is the matter?
The messengers from our sister and the king.
What is your difference? Speak.
I am scarce in breath, my lord.
No marvel, you have so bestirred your valor. You cowardly rascal, nature disclaims in thee. Tailor made thee.
Thou art a strange fellow. A tailor? Make a man?
I, a tailor, sir. A stone cutter or painter could not have made him so ill, though he had been but 2 hours at the trade.
Speak yet. How grew your quarrel?
This ancient ruffian, sir, whose life I spared at suit
The
of his
horse
great-
in Zed! My lord, if you give me leave, I will tread this unbolted villain into mortar and dab the wall of a jakes with him.
Peace, sirrah. You beastly knave. Know you no reverence?
I, sir, anger hath the privilege
Why art thou angry?
that such a rogue as this should hold arms, who holds no honesty. Such smiling rogues as these smooth every passion that in the natures of their lords rebel. An epileptic visage, Smile you my speeches as I were a fool.
Why? Art thou mad, old fellow?
How fell you out? Say that.
No contraries hold more antipathy than I in such a knave.
Why dost thou call him a knave? What is his offense?
Countenance likes me not.
No more perchance. This mine, nor his, nor hers.
Sir, 'tis my occupation to be plain. I have seen better faces in my time than stands on any shoulder that I see before me at this instant.
This is some fellow who, having been praised for bluntness, doth affect a saucy roughness, and constrains the garb quite from his nature. What was the offense you gave him?
I never gave him any. It pleased the king, his master, very late, to strike at me upon my misconstruction.
Fetch forth the handcuffs! You stubborn, ancient knave, you reverend braggart, we'll teach you.
Sir, call not your handcuffs for me. I serve the king.
Fetch forth the handcuffs, as I have life and honor. Till there shall he sit till noon.
Till noon? Till night, my lord, and all night too.
Why, madam? Why with your father's dog you should not use me so?
Sir, being his knave, I will.
This is a fellow of the self-same color our sister speaks of. Come, bring the handcuffs.
Let me beseech your grace not to do so. His offense is much, and the good king, his master, will check him for it. Your purpose, low correction, is such as basest and most common trespasses are punished with.
My sister may receive it much more worse, to have a gentleman abused, assaulted for following her affairs. Put the handcuffs on him. Come, my good lord, away.
I'm sorry for thee, friend. 'Tis the Duke's pleasure, the world all well knows. I'll entreat for thee.
Pray, do not, sir. I have watched and travelled hard. Sometime shall I sleep out, rest I'll whistle. A man's fortune may grow out at heels. Give you good morrow.
The Duke's to blame in this. It will be ill taken.
Peruse this letter. But misery. I know this from Cordelia, who had most fortunately been informed of my dislocated inquest. Rest easy, heavy eyes, not to behold this shameful lodging.
Escaped, aunt. No port is free. No place. That card and the most unusual vigilance does not tend my taking. Whilst I may escape, bethought to take the basis and poor shape that have a penurine, the contempt of a man brought near a beast. My face I grime with filth, blanket my loins, hair fall my hair with knots, and with presented nakedness outface the winds and persecution of the sky. Edgar! I nothing am.
Not send back my messenger.
Hail to thee, noble master.
Ha! Makest thou the shame thy pastime?
No, my lord.
Horses are tied by the head, dogs and bears by the neck, monkeys by the loins, and men by the hands. When a man's over lusty, he wears wooden handcuffs.
What's he that hath so much thy place mistook to set thee here?
It is both he and she, your son and daughter.
No.
Yes,
No, I say.
I say, yea.
No, no, they would not.
Yes, They have.
By Jupiter, I swear no.
By Juno, I swear.
They does not do it. They could not do it. Would not do it. It's worse than murder.
My lord, when at their home, I did commend your highness' letters to them. Ere I was risen from my duty kneeling, came there a reeking post, stood in his haste, half breathless, panting forth. From Goneril, his mistress' salutations commanded me to follow. And on the entry of the other messenger, whose welcome I perceived had poisoned mine, drew. He filled the house with coward cries. Your son and daughter found this trespass worth the shame which here it suffers.
Winter's not gone yet, if the wild geese fly that way. Fathers that wear rags do make their children blind.
Where is this daughter?
With the earl, sir, here within.
Follow me not. Stay here. Deny to speak with me. They are sick. They are weary. They have traveled all the night. Mere fetches. The images of revolt and flying off. Fetch me a better answer.
My lord, you know the fiery quality of the Duke. How unremovable and fixed he is in his own course.
Vengeance, plague, death, confusion, fiery. What quality? Why Gloucester? Gloucester. I would speak with the Duke of Cornwall and his wife.
My lord, I have informed them so.
Informed them? Dost thou understand me, man?
Aye, my
the
lord.
king would speak with Cornwall. The dear father would with his daughter speak, commands her service. Are they informed of this? I'll forbear. And I'm fallen out with my more headier will to take this indisposed and sickly fit for the sound man. Death on my state. Wherefore should he sit here? This act persuades me. Rather, the remotion of the Duke and hers is practice only. Oh, let me not be mad. Not mad, sweet heavens. Keep me in temper. I shall not be mad.
Cry to it, Nuncle, as the cockney did to the eels. When she put them in the paste alive, she napped them o'er the coxcombs with a stick and cried, "Down, wantons, down."
Good morrow to you both.
Hail to your grace.
I'm glad to see your highness.
Regan, I think you are. I know what reason I have to think so. If thou shouldst not be glad, I would divorce me from thy mother's tomb, sepulchring and adulteress. Oh, are you free now? Some other time for that. Beloved Regan, thy sister's not. Oh, Regan, she has tied sharp-toothed unkindness like a vulture here. I can scarce speak to thee. Thou wilt not believe with how depraved her quality. Oh, Regan.
I pray you, father, being weak seems so. If till the expiration of your month you will return and sojourn with my sister.
Say, how is that?
I cannot think my sister in the least would fail her obligation. If, sir, perchance, she have restrained the riots of your followers, 'tis on such ground and to such wholesome end as clears her from all blame.
My curse is on her.
Oh, sir, you are old. Nature in you stands on the very verge of her confine. Therefore I pray you that to our sister you do make return. Say you have wronged her, sir.
Ask her forgiveness? Do you but mark how this becomes the house? Dear daughter, I confess that I am old. Age is unnecessary. On my knees I beg. that you will vouchsafe me raiment, bed, and food.
Good sir, no more. These are unsightly tricks. Return you to my sister.
Never, Regan. She hath abated me of half my train, looked black upon me, struck me with her tongue, most serpent-like, and upon the very heart all the stored vengeances of heaven fall on her ingrateful top.
Fie, sir. Fie.
You nimble lightnings, dart your blinding flames into her scornful eyes. Infect her beauty, you fen-sucked forks, drawn by the powerful sun to fall and blast her fright.
Oh, the blessed gods. So will you wish on me when the rash mood is on?
No. Regan, thou shalt never have my curse. Thy tender-hefted nature shall not give thee over to harshness. Her eyes are fierce, but thine do comfort and not burn.
Good sir, to the purpose.
Who handcuffed my servant?
What trumpet is that?
I know it. My sister's. This approves a letter that you'll soon be here. Is your lady come?
This is a slave whose easy borrowed pride dwells in the fickle grace of us. He follows out, wallet from my sight.
What means your grace?
Who handcuffed my servant? Regan, I have good hope. Thou didst not know on it. Who comes here, how heavens? Art not ashamed to look upon this beard? Regan, will you take her by the hand?
Why not by hand, sir? How have I offended? All's not offense that indiscretion finds in dotage himself.
Oh, sides, you are too tough. Will you yet hold? How came my man in handcuffs?
I put him there, sir. But by his own disorders, he deserved much less advancement.
You did you?
I pray you, father, being weak, seem so. If till the expiration of your month you will return and sojourn with my sister, come then to me.
Return with her, and 50 men dismissed, no. Rather I abjure all roofs and choose to wage against the enmity over the air. Why? The hot-blooded France could be brought to knee his throne. Return with her. No.
At your choice, sir.
I prithee, daughter, do not make me mad. I'll not trouble thee, my child. Farewell. We will no more meet, no more see one another. But yet, thou art my flesh, my blood, my daughter. Or rather, a disease that's in my flesh. Let shame come when it will, I do not call it. I can be patient. I can stay with Regan, I and my 100 knights.
Not altogether so. I looked not for you, yet nor am provided for your fit welcome. Give ear, sir, to my sister. For those that mingle reason with your passion must be content to think you old, and so. But she knows what she does.
Is this well spoken?
I dare avouch it, sir. What, 50 followers? Is it not well? What should you need of more? How in one house should many people under two commands hold amity? 'Tis hard, almost impossible.
Why might not you, my lord, receive attendance from those that she calls servants, of a mine?
Why not, my lord? If then their chances lack you, we could control them. If you will come to me, for now I spy danger, I entreat you to bring but 5 and 20. To no more will I give place or notice.
I gave you all.
And in good time you
made
gave
you
it.
my guardians, my depositories, but kept a reservation to be followed with such a number. What must I come to you with 5 and 20? Regan, said you so?
And speak again, my lord. No more with me.
I'll go with thee. Thy 50 yet double 5 and 20, and thou art twice her love.
Hear me, my lord. What need you 5 and 20, 10 and 5, to follow in a house where twice so many have a command to tend you?
Oh, reason, not the need. Our basest beggars are the poorest thing superfluous. Allow not nature more than nature needs. Man's life as cheap as beasts. Thou art a lady. You see me here, you gods, a poor old man, as full of grief as age, wretched in both. If it be you that stir these daughters' hearts against their father, fool me not so much. Let not women's weapons, water drops, stain my man's cheek. You think I'll weep? No, I'll not weep. I have full cause of weeping, but this heart shall break into 100,000 flaws. Or ere I'll weep. Oh, fool. I shall go mad.
Let us withdraw. 'Twill be a storm.
This house is little. The old man and his people cannot be well bestowed.
'Tis his own blame. Hath put himself from rest and must needs taste his folly.
For his particular, I'll receive him gladly, but not one follower.
So my purpose. Where is my lord of Gloucester?
Follow the old man forth. Here he comes.
The king is in high rage.
Whither is he going?
He calls his carriage, but I know not where.
We must give him way. He makes his own purpose.
Alack, but the night comes on, and the cold winds do sorely ruffle. For many miles there's scarce a bush.
Oh, sir, to willful men, the injuries that they themselves procure must be their schoolmasters. Shut up your doors.
Shut up your doors, sir. My Regan counsels well. It is a wild night.
Who's there? Besides foul weather.
One, minded like the weather. Listen quietly.
I know you. Where's the king?
Contending with the fretful element.
But who is with him?
None but the fool.
Sir, I do know you, and dare, upon the warrant of my note, commend a dear thing to you. There is division, although as yet the face of it be covered in mutual cunning, twixt Albany and Cornwall. Now to you, if you dare build so far to make your speed to Dover, there shall be some that will thank you, making just report of how unnatural and bemadding sorrow the king had caused to plain.
I will talk with you further.
Pray, do not. Confirmation that I am more than my outwall, open this purse and take what it contains. You shall see Cordelia, give her this ring, and she shall tell you who your fellow is. I'll go seek the king.
Give me your hand. Have you no more to say?
Few words, but to effect more than all yet. In that when we have found the king in which your play, you that way, I'll this. He that first lights on him, holler the other.
Blow, wind, and crack your cheeks. Rage, blow, you cataracts and hurricanes. Spout till you have rent our steeples, drown the cocks. And thou, all shaking thunder, smite flat the thick rotundity over the world.
Oh, Nuncle, court holy water in a dry house is better than this rainwater out o' door. Good Nuncle, in and ask thy daughter's blessing. Here's a knight pities neither wise man nor fool.
Rumble thy bellyful, spit fire, spout rain. No rain, wind, thunder, fire are my daughters. I tax not you, you elements, with unkindness. I never gave you kingdom, called you children. You owe me no subscription. Why then, let fall your horrible pleasure. Here I stand, your slave, a poor, infirm, weak, and despised old man, so old and white as this. Oh, how 'tis foul!
He that has a house to put head in has a good headpiece.
No, I'll be the pattern of all patience. I will say nothing.
Marry, his grace and a codpiece. That's a wise man and a fool.
Alas, sir, are you here? Things that love not such nights as these. Wrathful skies gallow the very wanderers of the dark and make them keep their caves.
Let the great gods that keep this dreadful border o'er our heads find out their enemies now. Tremble, thou wretch that hast within thee undivulged crime, unripped of justice. Hide thee, thou bloody hand, thou similar man of virtue. I am a man more sinned against than sinning.
Alack, bareheaded, gracious my lord. Hard by here is a hovel. Some friendship will it lend you against the tempest. Repose you there while I to this hard house.
My wits begin to turn. Come on, my boy. Art cold? I am cold myself. Where is the straw, my fellow? The art of our necessities is strange that can make wild things precious.
He that has and a little tiny wit, with hey-ho, the wind and the rain, must make a dent with his fortunes fit. For the rain, it raineth every day.
True, my good boy. Come, bring us to this hovel.
This is a brave night to cool a courtesan. I'll speak a prophecy ere I go. When priests are more in word than matter, when brewers mar their malt with matter, when nobles are their tailors' tutors, no heretics burn but venturous suitors, when every case in law is right.
Alack, Edmund, I like not their unnatural dealing. When I desire their leave, they took from me the use of mine own house. They charged me on pain of their perpetual displeasure, neither to entreat for him, speak of him, nor in any way sustain him.
Most savage and unnatural.
Go to. Say you nothing. There is a division betwixt the dukes. And a matter worse than that, I have received a letter this night. It is dangerous to be spoken of. I have locked this letter in my closet. These injuries the king now bears will be revenged home.